ASMR video. Today, as you can see, my face is not showing, and that is because, as you can see on the title, I am going to be showing you my Pokemon collection. Now, I've never done it at this angle before, where my hands are literally in front of the camera. It is pretty odd for me, so just bear with me. I may butcher a couple times, but I promise you, if I do, I will edit it out, or if it's not too bad, I'll leave it in. Alright, so without further ado, let's get started. The first one is gonna be, and by the way, if I butcher these names, do not fry me in the comments. I'm not that huge into Pokemon anymore. These are just Pokemon cards I've collected during my lifetime, okay? First one I got is Manibuzz, 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 Manibuzz. Manibuzz here is look like a vulture, but has some spikes and very crazy talents, and can also fly from what I remember. Its attack is bone block. Well, it's not attack, that's more of a block, I guess, but it does damage. It is during your opponent's next turn, Pokemon can't be played from your opponent's hand to evolve the defending Pokemon. So what that means is when you're fighting with this Pokemon and you use bone block, they cannot evolve that Pokemon, if I remember correctly. The next one is Dark Cutter. Now I do have a lot of Pokemon, so we can pretty much fly through these. Fly. So fly away, Manibuzz, bright blue. Next one up is gonna be, and I'm gonna butcher this so hard, Orikori, if I remember. I hope that's right. I got this out of the Fusion Strike bundle, and yes, it is a hollow. It's like a hollow base card, if I remember. I don't know what they call it, but it's hollow, but it's not full card hollow. That looks cool, you know. Now this one is, I'm gonna try to read it. Lesson in Zeal. All your Fusion Strike Pokemon take 20 less damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. After applying weakness and resistance, you can't apply more than one Lesson in Zeal ability at a time. And that it's ability. It also does glistening droplets. Put 5 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. And that's Orikori. And it's a basic Pokemon, so you can play it right out of the gate. If it's basic, that means you can play it right when the game starts, or the match, I should call it. And if it's a stage 1 or stage 2, I think it goes up to stage 3, if I'm correct, then you have to put down the basic first, and then you evolve it during the game. So it's always good to have a couple basic cards. And I don't put these in books anymore because, well, I stopped collecting. I don't really care about them anymore. I know it's probably triggering for most people because when I was a kid, I was triggered by people like that. So these were never in books or sleeves. These are just out in its case. Okay, well, I had to turn the mic down a little bit because I hear a lot of background noises. The next one is Toxtricity. Lightning Pokemons are always where my my favorite. It was lightning, and then fire Pokemon's always my favorite. But when I was a kid, I used to like the water Pokemons because a lot of water Pokemons were very much bigger usually. But I started liking the art on the fire Pokemons and electricity Pokemons. But what this one does, it's Punk Shock. You may choose to make your opponent's active Pokemon paralyzed. If you do this, this Pokemon also does 70 damage to itself. So this is more of a support. It's a stage 1, so you have to put its basic model out first. I don't usually like playing these kind of Pokemons, because it's more of a sacrifice Pokemon. And then we got a duplicate, but it's a different art. And it's a different type of Pokemon. So, this is the stage 1. If all your Pokemon in play or Fusion Strike Pokemon, your opponent's Pokemon VMAX in play gets minus 30 health points. It also does Head Bolt, which deals 90 points. So I would usually play this one first before I would play the last one. And now is the most common, one of the most common Pokemons. And it's also could be one of your starter Pokemons if I remember correctly. And yes, if you guessed it, it's Eevee. Eevee. Be prepared. Attach a basic energy card from your hand to this Pokemon. And then it does Bite, which is 30 damage. This Eevee is, you can pretty much put any energy, I think it's called energy cards on it, and it works. I think that's what I think white means you can use any energy points. And these ones, next I got from McDonald's 25-year anniversary collection. I know a lot of people got these, and this is what really started the Pokemon hype up again. Squirtle. Water Pokemon. Squirtle does Bubble. Flip a coin. If it hits your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. So you deal 10 damage, but then if you flip the coin and you land on heads, the active Pokemon on the other side loses a turn, pretty much. And that's Squirtle. And as you can see here is the 25 anniversary emblem here. And I got this from McDonald's. Happy Meal. These aren't probably worth any money. They're probably just worth 50 cents, honestly. The next one I got is Chespin. So cute. Chespin. Chespin's I think it's called Earth Pokemon. I know maybe it's Leaf Pokemon. I don't know. I know it's a Leaf energy emblem, but I can't remember if it's Earth or if it's actually just called Leaf. But it does Vine Whip for 10 damage and then Sea Bomb for 20. And that's Chespin. This is the last one I have in English. The rest I have all in Japanese. I do not read Japanese, but I'm able to say the names. But I'm just not familiar with Japanese names. I'm sorry, but at least Japanese words, I should say. Now this one is Torchic. This was actually my first, not this one, but I got a basic card of Torchic, and that was my first ever Pokemon ever. That's why I kept it for last. Torchic does Ember. Flip a coin. If tails, discard a fire energy attached to this Pokemon. So if you flip heads, you're fine. It does 20 damage. But if you flip join this Pokemon before you get attacked again. So there's a 50-50 chance that you could almost hurt yourself in a battle, but it is a good starter Pokemon. Alright, the next Pokemon on these next set is probably my favorite art on Pokemon cards. I know there's hollows and other stuff, but you'll see once I pull it up. This one I have here is Chandler. I hope I said that correctly. This is a V card for Chandler. It does confuse Ray. Your opponent active Pokemon is now confused. This is a fire Pokemon. The next one is Poltergeist. This does 40 times. Your opponent reveals their hand. This attack does 40 damage for each trainer card you find there. So if they have 10 trainer cards, 10, you would deal 400 damage. This is a very good Pokemon to have if you know the person you're playing has a lot of trainer cards. This next one is a V card as well. It's Lucario. As you can see right here, it says Lucario. I don't know much about what it is. If you know Japanese, please let me know in the comments. I could probably look it up, but I was too lazy, honestly. But this card is so cool looking. So cool. I like the city behind Lucario, and Lucario is just in its natural fighting position, obviously. Lucario just looks so cool. It's such a cool Pokemon. I don't know if it's a him or a she, but Lucario probably has the best style of fighting, in my opinion. When he or she fights, it's just always a great episode. Super OP as well. The next one we have up is Incinerator. Now, if I butcher these names or if I get them wrong, just let me know in the comments. Again, I'm going off of memory here. Incinerator is a fire Pokemon. He's also a Smash Bros. Just like Lucario, so I know you've probably seen him before if you play Smash. Incinerator. Has 220 health. Now this card right here, I believe this is staged. I think this is I could be wrong, but I think this is basic. I'm not too sure. Actually, I take it back. I think it's stage 2. I'm not sure. I'm rusty on my Japanese, like I said. I haven't really read Japanese in over 3 years, so. But Incinerator is such a cool Pokemon. I love the art. It's not as good as Lucario's art, but I do like it. It's a lot of color, a lot of pop. I'm gonna get a drink of water real quick. I hope you guys like. I put my sunglasses in the video just so it's trademarked sunglasses ASMR. So refreshing. So refreshing, so refreshing. I might get this one wrong, so if I do, please let me know in the comments. I believe this one's do a lot. I could be wrong. But it's a iron. I think that's what it is. Iron Pokemon. I don't really like the art on this one. You may disagree with me, but I just think they could have done a little bit better on the art on this one. It just looks like it's so basic. But he has 220 health points. Again, if I say he and a she, I'm not too familiar on the sex of these characters, so don't rush me in the comments. But I just gonna say he because it's universal. I don't really like this kind of element Pokemons out there. There are some good ones out there, but I'm usually just not a fan of it. My favorite Pokemon is Beedrill. Let me know down in the comments what's your favorite Pokemon. Mine is Beedrill. Now this next one is so cute and so adorable and so amazingly for the art. It's amazing. And you may have guessed it, it can only be one Pokemon. It's Eevee. Look how cute. I believe it's Eevee's a she. Look how cute she is. Look at that. It looks like she's in the stage. Like this is the stands here, and this is her elements here. And Eevee's so cute. Look at her. They should have gave her more health. I was right. I think this does say basic, because I'm pretty sure this Eva evolution is a basic. Tell me in the comments what's your favorite Pokemon card that I showed today, and then also what is your favorite Pokemon. I like to see it, and then maybe I can get my hands on it and make another video showing your favorite Pokemon. Again, if I miss this one, I'm sorry. This one is Keldon. Or Keldeo. I think that says Keldeo. I could be wrong. I think that says Keldeo though. But Keldeo is a water Pokemon, almost like a unicorn. I'm gonna be honest, I think this is one of the ugliest Pokemons I've ever seen. But I do like the art. Like the art is very pop, like almost like the Eevee one. I just never liked the design of this Pokemon. I think it's Keldeo if I remember correctly. But 210 health points. 210. And then also does 40 damage and 50 plus damages based on, I believe, how many energy points is on this Pokemon plus 50. So I think it's like if you have 4 water energy on this card, then it's 50. I'm not too sure actually. Disregard what I just said. I know nothing about Pokemon. But this is Keldeo. Now the next one is probably the most well-known Pokemon of all time. Just because when people see Pokemon, the first Pokemon they actually ever seen, not first ever seen, but the first Pokemon they ever gain a relationship with, especially during a series, is the one and only Pikachu. I think this art would have been amazing if it was a holo. It's not a holo, but the art, if it was, this art would be amazing. Pikachu is an electric basic Pokemon, last two, or I have two of them, so I'm gonna show both of them at once. They're both the same Pokemon, just different styles. I'll set this one down. This is Venusaur. I think this is Venusaur. I think it's Venusaur then Bulbasaur. I'm not too sure actually, so don't rush me to comments. But this Pokemon right here is a holographic Pokemon, as you can see, with 220 health point, 220. It is a V, Venusaur V. This art, like I said on the last one, it could be better, but it's just so plain. I think they should have put him in the woods, and I think that would have been just a better picture. But correct me if I'm wrong, but this is Venusaur if I'm correct. And obviously the back is just a standard. So when you get cards in Japan, these the ones I got, they come with a gold border. And these are the cards, these Japanese cards are ones I actually got when I was in Japan, in Okinawa. And for my last Pokemon, it's either Venusaur or Bulbasaur, or it's in that evolution, but it is one of my favorite Pokemon to have, these art-wise and card-wise. It's a VMAX card, with 330 health points, and just look at this beauty. With the sparkles and just the glare, the hollow, it's just amazing card, amazing. One of my favorites. Just one of my favorite cards ever. I hope you guys enjoy my collection. I think I do have more cards that I was not able to show today because I wanted to show these, the good ones, the non-basic ones. But I do have more, but they're just mostly basic Pokemon cards. So if you guys want a part 2 of this, please let me know in the comments below. And these are the cards, obviously. And I did not mean to move my glasses, but then again, thank you so much for joining in today to look at my collection. Again, I do have more. I probably have like 200 more cards. 200. I have 200 more cards, so if you guys want to see part 2, or even a part 3, I can definitely make that happen for y'all, okay? Thank you so much for joining for today's video, and I hope you guys have a nice rest of your night, day, or morning. Or if you're just watching this in outer space, I hope outer space is teaching you very well, treating you very well. But then again, I don't know how you got Wi-Fi out there, and that's pretty cool. But thank you guys for clicking on this video. Please like and subscribe for more videos. Thank you. Also, I did start a company called Paw Co. And the link is in description below. pawco.com. This is a store where I sell dog toys. also apparel for the owners, people. But every purchase supports animal shelters and veterans that are in need of help. I don't take much profit from it because I'm trying to give it mostly back to the community of animal shelters and also veteran charities as well, organizations. Mostly goes to animal shelters though. I think just my last week, I donated 15% of profits to the animal shelters, because most of the profits go back to the business to keep it running, and then also to just pretty much most of it just goes to, I can make sure everything keeps on running and works properly. I did send some of my I did send apparel to Saucy ASMR. Check her videos out. She does amazing ASMR videos. It's Saucy ASMR. I sent her a t-shirt, and she is gonna review it, and if she likes it, she would definitely probably make a video about it. But I don't force people to make videos. I want to get opinions on everything. If you like it and you want to make a video about it, go ahead. If you don't, that's okay. They got my email, but they email me and let me know what I need to improve on, because I want to get the best quality to all of y'all, okay? So thank you so much for coming on this video. Please, if you can, support the animal shelters by going to the website. If you can't buy anything at the moment, that's totally fine. It's not something you have to do. It's just something that is nice to have to help, and you can support yourself, showing that you supported the animal shelter, so it's nice. But you all have a great rest of your day, night, evening, morning,